So guys, it's been 2.5 years since I've purchased the iPhone 11 and I've just ordered the iPhone 15 Pro also, the natural titanium version. So before that I wanted to give you guys a review about my 2.5 year journey with this iPhone 11. So this will be a short video where I will mention you some issues and some good points about the iPhone 11. So first I would like to tell you about the body of the phone, that how durable it is. So my first point will be, if I talk about the body itself, is the body is very strong. The iPhone 11's body is very strong. After 1 year of purchase, I stopped using any tempered glass or case on my phone. In this video you can see there are many dents and many scratches on the screen itself. If I talk about the back itself, there is a small crack which happened recently. I was putting my phone on my pocket, but it slid and it dropped in a concrete place. So there I got the first back glass crack on my iPhone 11. And other than this, I don't have any cracks or dents present in my iPhone presently. I've dropped the iPhone 11 many times, but the body is very durable. So let's move on to the next topic, that is performance. Performance, I would like to tell you about when I purchased the phone. By comparing that time and now, the phone's performance is, you cannot see any difference. If you are a user who just like to call, message or some gaming anything, but I personally see the app loading time, and I will say like boot up time. I have mentioned it in my previous videos also of the iPhone 11 itself, that boot up time from the time I purchased and comparing from that time, if I just press the power button for I think 1 second only, the phone started to boot and it boot very fast. But now I have to hold and press the power button for like 4 to 5 seconds. After then the phone boot, and also that boot is slow. I would not say it is very slow, but it is slow. And talking about the performance of the phone, it is really great. So performance is as good as it was 2.5 years back, if I have to say it in one line. Next we will talk about the camera. I will show you some camera samples which I am totally impressed, and you can see my Instagram that I recently have posted some mini vlogs. I have been to Bangalore, and there I have a story highlight also named Bangalore, which you can see that all the things I have recorded was it with my iPhone 11 itself, and it was very great. I don't see any camera difference by the phone getting all the updates. I didn't see any of the camera quality degradation till now by all the updates. Talking about the battery life, recently my battery life of the iPhone is about 76%, which is a point which I would like to describe you about, that 76% for 2.5 years phone is low. But I would like to tell you that how I used my phone till this period. As you can see, I have uploaded many gaming videos. It clearly means I did gaming on this phone, and very badly, I would like to say, very badly. I think by plugged in the charger, which is a 20-watt adapter which heats your phone a lot. By gaming PUBG with the charger plugged in, and did gaming 100% to 0% also. So that degraded my battery health very fast, I would like to say. 76% battery, but I would like to mention that with 76% battery health, my screen time daily on average is about 6 to 7 hours daily. For getting that screen time, I almost charge my phone 2 times a day. It's like when I sleep at night, I leave my phone on charging, and by the morning it's up to 100%. Till then I use it till the noon for I think I would tell you like 1 to 3 p.m. I think. Then after I need to charge my phone. By that time I charge it till 82 to 86% only, because I have to use the phone, so I unplug, or otherwise I will charge it to 100% also, and then I will use it till night. And when I leave the phone at night, for getting 6 to 7 hour battery life, I think charging 2 times a day for me is not a very big deal, and it's not a deal also. And moving on to the last topic, that is display. Display is also great. I don't have any issue with the display. But sometimes I have faced while gaming that when the phone gets heated up, like if the brightness is 100%, it would set it to 50% only, while the brightness level in the settings is on 100% also. The phone seems like it is on the 50% of the brightness. So that thing I would like to point out after using it these many years, and despite that I have no issues with the display. So my final opinion, if you want to buy the iPhone 11 in 2023, I would say you no and yes also. No, because this does not support 5G, but in my case where I live in Chhattisgarh, and in Chhattisgarh I don't find 5G connectivity all over the place, and I use Airtel 4G in which I get up to 40 to 50 Mbps download and upload speed. I never have any issue with the internet speed or anything with the 4G only. But this time buying in higher models would be a great option, because that time I bought it for 50,000 rupees. So now it is very cheap, I know, but you can go for the 13 or 14 options. I would not suggest you 15 also, because it is just the dynamic island. I would not also tell you 12, because the 13 and 14s are a lot more upgraded than the old models. So that's my take on the iPhone 11. And yes, as mentioned, I recently ordered the iPhone 15 Pro and the Apple Watch Series 9. So future videos are gonna be full of iPhone 15 Pros and Apple Watch Series 9 videos. My reviews videos, first impressions videos, because I've never used any Pro model or any Apple Watch or a smartwatch, I would like to say. So this would be my first experience with them. So if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you in the next one.